One of them said he saw someone getting CPR. Yeah. Of course, yeah. I'll double check. I'll call him double. Okay. Yeah, we can get things down back there. I can run to my car and try to get things yeah. Yeah, I mean, the first person on I'll go back to my car. I'm gonna do that real quick. I'm gonna have to leave in Dawson's bag is up, so if he gets any interviews. Well, they are, yep, probably. I got it. There are 2 interviews that are there. Just basically let them run. You can read my questions. Use a good one. The guy is at some point. Yes. Okay, if you have questions, let me know. Okay, so you're good cutting those, Tyler? Okay, thanks. go like home and look at this. If you can bring my stuff to it.
I never thought I'd be back in Rhode Island.
Where the helicopter is at? See it then?
Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're over there.
I'm good to go, but if that's the second. She's sending out a blue 4. I'm looking at it. Blue 4, just send it out. Okay, what I see my remote one. Well, also, crowns are usually posted with license checks, and now they're saying there's no check. So, look at the website. They're updating the website. Thanks, bye. Josh, they want us to go live. Like right now. We're gonna do a cut in a second.
Sorry.
That's okay. No, you're good. Thank you for getting that. Okay, we're setting up now. Let me call into the IFB. Bye. Just, can we do this handheld, or is it not, would that not work?
I don't know. Just because my light's wonky.
Okay, that's fine. We'll keep it on 6. Can we move over here, though?
Okay.
Sorry, thank you. Did you see them going in the building?
Yeah, they were going in there, but now apparently there's shots fired on Government Street, so...
Oh my god.
Yeah. Over there.
Okay. Can you see through this little gap over here? Okay.
Can I get the level check?
1, 2, 3, mic check, mic check, mic check. Okay, so what's up, Bill? Thayer Street. This is intersection Thayer and Waterman. You can rescue vehicle from Providence Police. Yeah, Doug. Well, right now I'm on Thayer Street for reference, and I want to show you what we're looking at. You can see just the massive response from police and firefighters. This street is entirely clogged, and it's been that way for a while now. Now, we know that according to the Brown website, that there is no suspect in custody. I've been speaking to some people on this scene at the moment, and they're telling me that they saw at least one person doing CPR. It's further down this road on Thayer Street. This is again at the intersection of Thayer and Waterman. People here are scared, and they're very urgent in the situation. They say police rushed here right around a little after 4 o'clock, and people are people are out here. You know, this is a place where there's a lot of restaurants, and this is a main strip of the east side of Providence. For those of you who don't know, this was an area where you'd expect a lot of students to be, as well as a lot of Providence residents. So for something like this to happen in this area on a Saturday night of all times, it's a busy area. Now, Brown University had reported an active shooter. They again have said that there is no suspect in custody. People here scared, and they're nervous, and they're confused, and they're praying that all is as well as it can be. Their thoughts are with any potential victims. We're working to learn more information, of course, about any injuries as well as what the situation is at the moment. But again, I want to show you, you can just see the Providence rescue vehicle pulled up just about 5 or 10 minutes ago. These fire trucks have been out here for a while, and you can even see, if you look really closely, some of the cars just blocked in here. People who were enjoying a night out on a Saturday. You can see that armored police officer or law enforcement officer as well. You know, Doug, we're going to send it back to you, but we'll be out here all night covering this. Oh yeah, we've got Josh right there. Armored police.
Yeah, can you move out of the way?
Wait, show this. Down there. Right here. Can you see when you zoom in to all that? Yeah, let's go down more. Wait, Paul, where's the best view?
It's all up and down the street. Aaron just talked to a kid coming out of the science library who saw some stuff. There may be emergency vehicles coming up from there. That goes down over.
Hang on, we gotta get ready.
Yeah, you're anywhere here. It's loads and loads to see.
Josh, I'm gonna have you zoom right into that.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. Which mic?
Oh.
Well, Doug, just within the past 2 or 3 minutes, we saw several armored law enforcement agents move down this road from past this Providence police rescue vehicle and down Thayer Streets. They're moving at the moment. And you can see just how big the first responder presence is. If you zoom in, Jocelyn, our photographer, is going to zoom in and show you just how many law enforcement officials and first responders are out here. It is a massive crowd. Now, we did see those armored police law enforcement officers that they just kind of walk down the street. This is again on Thayer Street, and we're looking at Thayer Street and Waterman Street. That right there, that large building Jocelyn's going to zoom in, that's the Sciences building out on Brown campus. You can see there's students in the windows, or there were. It seems as though those students in the windows have now actually potentially started coming out of the building. We're trying to get more information on exactly what's going on at the moment, but definitely an evolving scene at the moment, and things are changing from minute to minute. So we'll keep you updated on exactly what we're seeing. Again, the Brown University website reports no suspect in custody at this time. You can see, actually, Jocelyn, turn this camera right over here, because you can see these armored police law enforcement agents right here walking down Thayer Street past this Providence rescue vehicle. You can see them. Providence Rescue Task Force, helmets, and just that massive law enforcement presence that we're seeing. It's an evolving scene, and you've noticed, I'm sure, just the large response to this. We're trying to get more information for you about exactly how many people are hurt, what exactly unfolded here tonight. Again, this is a main drag of Providence, the east side. You'd expect a lot of students out here on a Saturday night, and it's hoping, a lot of the students here are telling me that they're hoping for the best, but it seems like a scary situation that's unfolding. We'll keep you updated, Doug, but for now I'm going to send it back to you. Okay.
Don't know if I got a picture. I did see at least one cop.
This is Hope Street. Yeah, that's what. I guess I'm trying to think of where we can walk. We can do.
Yeah. So Ray and Aaron went that way. They like came up from.
Well, they're going to Governor Street, where there was just a report of shots fired. Let's just walk.
We're gonna leave the block to get our stuff.
We're not. We're gonna stay on the street. I just want to see. Yeah.
Let's get the tripod. I can put it on the tripod and shoot further down.
I should probably turn this off in the meantime.
Josh, we can show just how far back the ambulances go.
Yep. Something's going on down there.
I know, we'll mention that as well. What is that?
So do you want me to turn around? And
Yes.
try to, okay.
We'll start with the ambulances, and I'll just give an expansive.
Running this way? Down there.
Trump just put it out.
Trump just put it out?
Yeah. It's like it. You gotta pick up.
Mike, I can also show the amount of police cars like down this
Thank you.
street too.
I like 10. I like 3.
Guys running?
Yeah. That's like
Thanks.
President Trump.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that.
So we've got, well actually I don't know if I can see them. I'll be able to, if you want me to move like in a circle, I can do that.
Yeah, over there. So we've got Waterman, Thayer, and over down there.
Yeah, let me just make sure I can shoot that because it's not free in the leg. Might Do you think we can go in the street?
Yes.
Like right here?
I like maybe right here, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to see this.
This way I can actually zoom in because there was that tree in the way.
Yeah. Could that be Hope? Wait, there's people running over there too.
Let's go national.
Yeah. So we'll do Waterman, Thayer.
Okay, so she's trying to
What happened?
Huh?
We don't know where to go. You guys know what happened? Like, we had some shots. Huh? We're in the building. Were you guys in there when? Yeah. They were shooting. You guys were in there when they were.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah. We are okay.
We just don't know where to go.
Because police just ask us to get out and that's all.
Where's the safety?
They're just telling people to go inside. I mean, there's some restaurants over here that there's some people in. They're asking people to stay inside at the moment.
But they asked us to get out because I think they want to search every corner of the building.
Of course. What building were you guys in? You guys were in Barris and Holly over there?
Yeah.
And did you hear those?
Starts here.
I just saw police running over, and I don't know what's because we were hiding.
I saw
Yes.
victims.
Are you ready, Mike?
Yes. Well, Doug, there's a lot of confusion at the moment. I actually spoke to a couple of Brown students who just evacuated from Barris and Holly, that engineering building from Brown's campus. They're confused as to where they could go at this point. But I do want to show you, this is Waterman Street, and you can see just why there's so much confusion, because this there's just massive first responder presence over here. And if you look over here, you can see Thayer Street, all of these police officers over here, just to give you an idea of how large this incident is expanding over downtown Providence. You can see the massive police response. And then even over here, I'm going to show you Waterman Street, the other side. If our photographer Jocelyn's going to zoom in, and you can see this is closer to Hope Street, this building over here. And you can see that ambulance down there. It's just a large scene, and it's spanning a lot of this downtown area. Now let's head back and give you another look at just how many first responders are on scene. Over here, it seems to be a calmer situation at the moment. These first responders not urgently doing anything at the moment. We are still working to find out whether there's information about a suspect, whether there could be multiple suspects even, and what exactly happened here. We've been told by police that multiple people were shot as part of this incident, and I think right now people in this area, they're confused and they're scared, and they're really trying to find what to do next. Now, Brown University has said that they're asking people to shelter in place, stay inside, run. They are still investigating this, and it's just in the early stages. So as we learn more information, we're going to continue to get that to you right here on air and online as well on turn10.com. But for now, live in Providence, I'm going to send it back to you, Doug. FPS.
And you're a PhD student? In science? Engineering. Yeah. And so who told you to hide and go? Oh, right.
around, they had the alert system. Came on the phone? Yeah, came on the phone. The text message and the phone call and also email. And also I was with another 3 students in the lab, so they told me before I actually received it.
Where did you guys hide?
It's in the 3rd floor.
Like under desks? or
Yeah,
what?
under desk we close the doors and have the lights off.
Put the lights off. And hid under desks?
Yeah.
Is it okay if I jump in as well?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then how long are you in there?
It's my 5th year. I'm entering my 6th
No, I'm
year.
sorry. How long were you hiding?
Oh, I think it'll be about 2 hours
2
or so.
hours?
Yeah.
And then how did you know it was safe?
I don't know because I keep receiving the message
Yeah.
about all the
But when did
updated news.
did the police come and actually open
Because
your
we
door?
heard the noise from the police outside
Okay.
of the lab, and we also received a message that they are trying to get everyone out to the
Okay.
safety place. So we opened the door and asked them to search our lab and also search our body, and we were asked to get out of the building.
Did they search you?
Yeah.
What was that evacuation process like? Can you walk us through step by step?
Yeah. You'll just ask everyone out and then search our own body and also search every corner of the lab, and then they have some police accompanying us to get out of the building, and that's why we are here right now.
They just point you.
Yeah,
down
they
the
just
street?
point, and we don't know where we should go. We didn't bring anything.
Oh, you're out in the cold and you're just...
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we don't know where to go right now, but yeah. So that's what the story is about.
And you didn't even bring a coat.
Yeah, I don't, because I just saw, oh, so the police are coming, and I was thinking that they might just come to search our space, and that's all, but I don't know that we have to get out. So I wasn't prepared.
So what was the building where the shooting was?
I think it's right next to this side
On the
lab.
other side of this one?
Yeah, other side of, or on the corner of that building. I don't know which place, but I was just told that it was right next to this building.
So you're about a block away.
Yeah, I was a block away.
Okay.
I don't know, would we be able to interview...
Yeah.
What are you going to do now? You don't have a coat. It's
I
like freezing out
don't
here.
know. I think we're trying to find a place to... I don't know. I will be with my friends. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Take care.
I'm hoping you stay safe tonight, but
Yeah.
we're
you
with
too.
Channel 10. We're one of the local stations. We're just trying to update people on what happened, and if you could just go through what you saw and what happened.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. And just what's your name?
I'm Chang Hen.
Chung, can you spell your name for me?
Yeah, CHIANGHENG, and then my last name is CHIEN. Yeah.
Wow. And so you were a 5th year at Brown.
Yeah, I'm a PhD student of engineering.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just give me 1 second while we
Yeah.
get to us. We need them to come to us.
Do you mind if I just took a picture?
Yeah, sure.
That guy's in the back there. Right on.
All right,
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're doing live interview.
What's up?
We're doing this live.
Yeah.
Remains the order.
Yes. It's going to be coming in a second or two.
Yeah, it's okay.
I appreciate you doing this, and I'm sorry that this happened.
No worries. Yeah.
Yeah, Patrice. Well, I'm actually joined by one of the students. This is a Brown student right here, Chung. and he was in one of the buildings that was evacuated recently. Chung, take us through what happened.
Yeah, I actually was working in my lab, and I received a text message about a shooting nearby. That was 1 block away from where I was, and yeah, and then there were 3 other students with me. We decided to turn the light off and close all the doors and hide under our desks and wait for the next notification after the shooting.
How long did you hide for?
I think it was about 2 hours or so.
You were under those desks for 2 hours?
Yeah.
And what's going through your head at that point?
I was I was hoping that no one's getting hurt and no one's dead, and I feel like I'm safe in the lab because our doors are pretty thick and we turn the lights off and nobody will come except as long as they do not have the keys. So I feel safe at that moment.
And how did you get outside?
We heard a lot of noise by the police outside our lab, and I also received a notification that they want everyone to get out of the building so that they can search every corner of the building to hunt for the shooter. So we decided to open the door to let the police come in and search our body and search our lab, and then we were told to get out of this building right away. And that's why here I am right now.
Were these armored police officers?
Yeah. Yeah, with armors, with all the weapons.
When they were searching, did they look? What were they? Were they searching so thoroughly? What was it?
Yeah, it was really nice. They just want to confirm that we know each other with my friends, and there's nobody inside the lab, and there's anything that any incident that we saw that's suspicious during our hiding. Yeah. So they were pretty nice about that. Yeah.
And you came out here without even a jacket.
Yeah. I wasn't prepared for that because I only know that they want everyone to get out, but I wasn't so prepared for that because I thought I can get back to get my clothes and laptop and everything, but I just got out by the order of the police.
And when we were talking earlier, you were saying right now you're trying to find a place to go.
Yeah, because I don't know what's going on right now and where I should go, which place is safe right now. So I probably will go with my friends to his house nearby. So yeah, that's my.
Chung, we hope you're safe. Thank you so much for taking a moment to do this. I appreciate it. Yeah. And stay safe, stay warm. Go get inside and follow those instructions from Brown University and the police. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Patrice, we're going to send it back to you. That was Chung, a 5th-year student at Brown University. He was in his lab when he was evacuated by police. Yeah, Patrice. Well, right now we are on Water Street. I'm actually. And first responders are out here at the intersection of Waterman and Thayer. This is a main drag in Providence, and it is filled with first responders at the moment. You can see some of the officers here have long guns as well in armor, and we also want to give you another look over at Thayer Street, to show you just how big this scene is. And it's a large scene. We're working to learn more information. We know that multiple people were shot. We know that students hid under their desks for hours as they awaited more information. We know some of those students were able to safely evacuate, but just look at this first responder scene. There's even a person appearing to be delivering food. It looks like it's going to be a long night for these first responders as this investigation continues. But just all the way down Waterman Street, you can see those ambulances and police cars. This scene stretches a good section of downtown Providence, and we're going to be out here all night as we continue to try and work to get answers and figure out exactly what's going on here and what unfolded. Just a tragedy in downtown Providence. Live in Providence right now. I'm going to send it back to you, Patrice.
Yeah, hi. You're to college, right?
Yeah.
For how long?
A couple of years.
You're good at that.
But,
What's the rate of 16 now? Hey, Patrice. Well, for the first time right now, we are actually seeing law enforcement here outside of the engineering building. They weren't there when we were live last, and I'm actually right now in communication with a student that is in one of these buildings. I don't want to give away where exactly she is. We want to protect her identity and her location, but here's what she's telling me. She just said about 2 minutes ago that she is barricaded inside a room, and she's been barricaded in there since 4:30. She said that she's using chairs to barricade the door. She has not heard any shots been fired. She hasn't heard any gunshots. She said everyone is very scared. She said she got an email shortly, she said that she got an email about 10 minutes ago saying that a shooter has not been arrested. Again, I'll read it again. This is from a student, a Brown University student that's inside one of these buildings. She paints the reality of what's going on inside of many of those rooms, that students are have barricaded themselves in using chairs to make sure the door does not open. That is, this again is a message from a student. A very scary scene, she tells me, for students inside. Outside here, we're on Hope Street, right by the engineering building. Law enforcement outside of the building right now. Earlier, I was on Facebook Live. Before they put up this crime scene tape, we were actually able to get right there by the building, and we saw a lot of law enforcement carrying assault rifles, wearing bulletproof vests, prepared to go inside. Guys.
And what you're looking at there in the distance, just a couple.
In the back, this perimeter up to that tree.
Okay. Let me get. Okay, thank you, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it out.
This is a Brown engineering building here, but it's really a residential area. There's a ton of houses here, families live around here, a lot of neighbors. It's not really a place where a lot of students would congregate or even be living. This area of the east side of Providence. Again, a lot of older buildings too. It's a very historic area. But again, the latest update that we've got from this part of Hope Street, the corner of Hope and Waterman, is that law enforcement have left that engineering building and are congregated outside of the building right now. Over here, to my left here, this Brown University bus just showed up. We asked the driver who he's here to pick up or whatnot. He said the university told him just to come here. So he's here right now along with a ton of ambulances from all over our area. Patrice?
I'll hold it. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me Yeah. Okay.
Seeing this outside of your house right now.
It's a bit disconcerting, there's no question. We've never seen anything like this around here ever before, and hopefully never again. It was about 4:15 and I was up in my house and just looked out and saw a complete lockdown of the street with rescue vehicles from all over the state, and knew something was clearly pretty serious.
And then you see the FBI out here, assault rifles.
Yeah, we saw tactical teams, Kevlar vests, you know, guns drawn. It was pretty serious, obviously. So, yeah.
And that's a Brown engineering building right there.
Yeah,
but this isn't like we've been talking about it on air. But this is not, when you think of Brown, this isn't what you think of. Right?
No, you know where this took place on Thayer Street. I was actually over there earlier today. It was very busy. There were a lot of people out shopping, going to the restaurants, just a normal kind of Saturday afternoon. And I haven't the faintest idea what would motivate somebody to do this. It's sad. It really is. It's hard to kind of comprehend. But here it is in our little neighborhood here in the East Side. It's awful.
And you just got to pray and hope that.
No idea what the casualties are, or the condition of any of the victims, but it's pretty eye-opening when it comes this close to home, for sure.
Anything else you want to say, just seeing this?
I never want to see it again.
What's your name again?
Mike Hogan.
Mike Hogan. Can you spell that?
Mike Hogan, like Hulk Hogan.
M-I-K-E-H-O-G-A-N.
H-O-G-A-N. You got it.
You've lived here on the East Side?
Yeah, for quite a number of years. Yes.
Yeah. You've seen a lot, I bet.
Yeah, and with the with my next door neighbor being the mayor, we get some action out here. People, with protests and that kind of thing. Yeah. But that's fine. People have a right to do that. But this is sad. It really is. It's come home. It's come, right to our doorstep.
So. You see it all the time on the news. But.
Yeah, and to think it's so this convinces you that it can happen anywhere. It can happen right next door to you. It's awful.
Well, thanks for your time, Mr. Hogan.
Yeah, you bet.
We're going to the staging area.
First responders and police and firefighters at this scene. This is a Saturday night, and there's restaurants here. There's student life here. We're right next to the Sciences building, Sciences Library at Brown University. This is a stretch that would be filled with students and residents of Providence having a good time. But sadly, this tragedy has unfolded, and this is what we are seeing on this Saturday night, just a couple weeks before the holidays. Just a true tragedy. Again, the AP confirming 2 people are dead. We'll continue to stay out here and keep you updated at the scene. Again, this just got roped off, crime scene tape placed up just within the past couple minutes, but we'll be out here all night. Live in Providence, Mike Cerullo, I'm going to send it back to you.
Do we know who's going to that press conference?
Good morning.
Advise you guys, staging area, we're trying to get out any families, any concerns over the Hope High School.
Hope High School.
Yes.
I'll let my team know and get that on there.
And any questions, anything like that, that's where the staging area is going to be, that we want the families to go to. And from there, we're going to be bringing buses down and busing people over there.
Thank you. We're going to get that out there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Looks like some sort of like staging area, right?
What's the people coming? Who are? Can you turn the camera on?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Where? There's something happening over there.
Is that where? That's where John and Travis are.
Yeah. I just keep this like this for now.
She just wants live pics, right?
Yeah, for now. This when we come back.
Yeah.
No, you can go back.
Made a mistake. 524
We're gonna do it. Everybody that's on lockdown.
Nelson Fitness at 525 Hope Street. Nelson Hope Fitness Center. 524 Hope Street. Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Yes. Yes.
Can you come around this way?
Reiterate. What is it? Sorry. Repeat. Got it. Well, Doug and Patrice, we're on Waterman Street at the moment. I was just told by a police officer over here that there is a staging area for families that's going to be at 524 Hope Street at the Nelson Hope Fitness Center. That is for families who believe they may be impacted by this and need to come down here. We're again on Waterman Street at the intersection of Thayer Street, and it's just been a large scene here all night. You can see there's a lot of movement behind me with the first responders who are out here. We see FBI, ATF, and several local responders as well. Again, the AP reporting at least 2 people dead. We know that multiple people are injured according to the AP as well. And we did speak with a student earlier this afternoon, just about 30 minutes ago, who was hiding inside of a building adjacent to the engineering building at Brown University. He was in a lab for hours. Take a listen. Okay.
it will be quick. It's just going to be like 30 seconds of me putting a battery back on and then starting it back.
Czasem ich
Is that the building right there that the shooter was in? Right there?
I don't believe so.
Okay. I'm guessing it's further up the street.
They reversed that.
I was just talking about, I haven't seen the video from Sky 5, but I would imagine that that is reflected by the helicopter shot. I want to take you over to something that's happening here right now. This is a scene that played out maybe about 20 minutes ago. Looks like it's happening again, and this is local police officers, Providence police officers, not Brown, but Providence police officers. You can see them with the flashlights there. They seem to be focusing on this driveway to this building. There are some who just went down to the left to search, and earlier they had been going through the trash receptacles here. This is something that, you know, is typical. This is protocol after something like this happens. They're looking for evidence. They want to see if there's anything that's been left behind by the shooter, because bear in mind, the shooter is still on the run. So this is an active shooter situation with confirmed fatalities according to sources, and yet the shooter is still on the run. So this could get even worse. Obviously, we hope it does not. But this shows you what's happening here right now is that these officers are fanning out. They're continuing to search.
Thank you. Okay, good evening. I'm Providence Mayor Brett Smiley. I'm joined here tonight by Fire Chief Derek Silva, Brown Police Chief Rodney Chapman, Brown Provost Frank Doyle, Governor Dan McKee, Councilman John Gonsalves, Commander Tim O'Hara, and Lieutenant Governor Sabina Matos. It is still early hours in the incident that occurred at Brown today, and so please understand that it's important for us to share what details we do have to the community, because there's a lot of fear and anxiety and unfortunately already some misinformation, but this is very early hours, and so please know that some of these details may be subject to change, that this investigation is ongoing. We will be as transparent as we can in the hours to come, and we'll provide regular updates, but we're going to share what we do know at this time. But please bear with us as we know sometimes these details shift as the investigation progresses. Sadly, today is a day that the city of Providence and the state of Rhode Island prayed would never come. We've heard about horrific acts of gun violence and active shooter situations in other places, but not here. But this afternoon at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we received a call. 4:05 was when the initial call came in to Brown University of a report of an active shooter. I can confirm that there are two individuals who have died. And there are another 8 in critical status, though stable, at Rhode Island Hospital. Those are the only injuries or casualties that we know at this time. But as I mentioned, and it's important to remind folks, these numbers may change. We are still in early hours, but at this time there are 2 deceased and 8 who are critical but stable at Rhode Island Hospital. Additionally, we do not have a shooter in custody at this time. There is a shelter in place in effect for the greater Brown University area. If you live on or near Brown's campus, we are encouraging you to stay home and stay inside. If you're not home at this time, we would encourage you not to return to your homes until the shelter in place has been lifted. We will make regular updates through all City of Providence official social media channels. That's where you can find out more information about the shelter in place, if it changes, when it's lifted. I want to commend the heroic work of the Providence Police Department, the Brown Police Department, the Providence Fire Department, and the many agencies who provided mutual aid today. Brown Police responded first and then were quickly assisted by Providence Police, who fearlessly and courageously entered and worked through the building, and we'll hear from them in a minute. Providence Fire responded quickly as well and transported several of the victims. The fire department was assisted with mutual aid from across the state of Rhode Island. And as I think we know our community to be, our neighbors have really stepped up in a big way today. And we're very grateful for everyone who has offered assistance and who will continue to offer assistance. The fire department was aided by departments in Warwick, Barrington, Bristol, Brown, EMS, Pawtucket, Cranston, Coventry, Smithfield, East Greenwich, North Kingstown, Woonsocket, Professional Ambulance Company, Scituate, and Cumberland. Providence Police and Brown Police were aided by East Providence, Cranston, Cumberland, the State Police, the FBI, and the ATF. Brown, Providence, and the FBI are currently in close coordination as they seek to find the shooter or shooters. The shooting took place at the Barris and Holly building, which is a Brown University engineering and physics building. The building contains both classrooms and lab space. We'll hear from the provost in a minute with some additional updates from Brown. There will be a family reunification center that Brown will be setting up effective at 7 o'clock. Please stay tuned for updates on where that will be. We are encouraging anyone who was a witness to today's action to please contact the police as the investigation is ongoing and they may have critical information. At this time, I'd like to introduce the governor of the state of Rhode Island, who was quick to call and offer assistance and has been in touch with our law enforcement, had the state police respond quickly, and has been a great partner to the city of Providence on this sad day. Governor McKee.
Okay, Mayor. Yeah, so the unthinkable has happened, and I've been in touch, as the mayor said, to make sure that all the resources that we have, whether it's the EMA, our state police, Department of Health, which we've been in contact with as well, are responding in a way that is being helpful as possible. We've been in contact with the White House as well. Our office has been in contact with the White House. So we will bring all our resources to the table. I've been in touch with Governor Healy as well as other governors who have experienced the same tragedy. So our thoughts go out to those who have been impacted by this in any way, and we'll continue to provide the assistance to the authorities here in Providence as well as statewide, and continue to make sure that we are doing everything we can to help the families that are, that are suffering right now.
Thank you, Governor. Now I'd like to introduce Chief Rodney Chapman from Brown PD.
My name is Rodney Chapman. I'm Vice President for Brown University. Vice President of Public Safety and Emergency Management, and I serve as Chief of Police as well. As mentioned, and we will mention this several times, this is a very fluid situation and dynamically involving. Needless to say, my primary concern is the safety and security of this community, and we are encouraging, if anyone has information about the tragic events that unfolded this afternoon, to please contact us and provide that information. At this moment, I do want to say and share that my profound thanks and appreciation for all of the first responders who have come to assist us and all that are gathered right now and speaking to continue this investigation, to include all of the City of Providence resources, state resources, and the federal government in terms of the FBI and ATF. Sir?
Now, Commander Tim O'Hara from Providence Police.
Good evening, Tim O'Hara, Deputy Chief of Providence Police. So earlier this afternoon, when we received the call for an active shooter inside a building inside Brown University, our officers responded, and as they're trained to do, entered that building immediately and began searching for a suspect. They did a systematic search of the building. However, no suspect was located at that time. They were able to clear that building and provide a safe place for all of students and faculty and workers that were in that building to meet at. Preliminarily, all we have is a suspect that was a male dressed in black. It is unknown how he entered the building, but we do know that he exited the Hope Street side of that complex. We're utilizing every resource possible to find this suspect. The shelter in place is in order, and I urge people to take that very seriously. Please do not come to the area. There's an active police investigation going on, and there's a lot of police activity. We've got assistance so far from some surrounding communities, the state police, the Cranston Police, East Providence Police, as well as our federal partners in the FBI and the ATF. We're talking to witnesses at this time and delving into any video that's in the area, and very active and ongoing. We'll be updating you, I'm sure, throughout the night, but as I said, right now there is no suspect that is under arrest, so please stay out of the area. Thank you.
We'll take questions at the end. We have a few more speakers, please. Next, Fire Chief Derek Silva.
Derek Silva, Fire Chief of the City of Providence. As mentioned previously, at 4:05 p.m. we were dispatched to the area of Waterman and Thayer for an active shooter incident where our firefighters, known as a rescue task force, linked up with Providence Police with two operational locations at Waterman and Thayer and Waterman and Hope. Rescue Task Force is a firefighter that wears body armor and has ability to stop any shooting wounds and make sure that any victims are extricated quickly. With the assistance of police in neighboring cities and towns, 8 people were transported. As the mayor mentioned, critical but stable condition, and 2, unfortunately, were dead on arrival. We have a total of 10 victims, but as I caution everyone, this is a developing incident, and we are still actively searching the buildings along with Providence Police to make sure that everyone has gone home safe and that there are no one else that needs our assistance. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. And then last, we'll hear from the Provost of Brown University, Frank Doyle.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm Frank Doyle, Provost of Brown University. I want to reiterate, this is an evolving situation, as you've heard multiple times. Our first priority is the safety of our academic community, the campus community, and coordinating closely with law enforcement and medical services. In the meantime, we continue to direct our community to shelter in place in the greater vicinity of the campus. We are working immediately to determine who was in the building at the time of the shooting and any impacts from the shooting. We do know that there were final exams taking place in the building between 2 and 5 p.m. We can confirm that support services are on site. We have been and continue to be very grateful to law enforcement and emergency medical personnel. We have relocated students to get support services at a secure location and will be providing more details. We continue to remain extremely grateful to local law enforcement for their ongoing support. We're committed to keeping our community informed, supporting our students and families, as well as the affected faculty and staff. Thank you.
So before we take questions, I just want to implore the greater Providence community. We are a week and a half away from Christmas, and 2 people died today and another 8 are in the hospital. So please pray for those families. Understand that this is not something our community has gone through together, but I also know this community, and I know that its best moments are when we come together to support one another. It's going to be a difficult rest of the day, difficult weeks and months ahead as this community heals, and each and every one of us can play a small role in that, in supporting one's neighbor and offering that support and their prayers for everyone involved. At this point, we'll be happy to take questions
Mayor,
as we know
what can
them.
you tell us about the victims, including whether they were all Brown University students?
We cannot disclose any details about the victims at this time, whether they were students or not, or any other details. We will make those details available when they become available. We expect to be providing regular updates throughout the evening and in the days to come, and this is too early to be able to provide those details.
Was there any advance warning that something like this might be happening?
The first we learned about today was the 911 call that came in, but we had no other, I don't think, we had no other notice or threat indicators or anything like that. Please, Kate.
Mayor, do you know exactly when Brown University did put out that someone was in custody? How long was that misinformation out for, and how was that determination made and then retracted?
There was an individual who was preliminarily thought to be involved and was later determined to have no involvement, and that's why we can confirm that at this time there is nobody in custody. The length of that investigation or interrogation of that individual, I don't know.
Mayor, has a weapon been recovered?
Commander?
No weapons have been recovered.
Do you know what weapon was used?
We just know that it was a firearm. What type of firearm, we're unaware of.
Mayor, Brown University police armed?
Yes, we are.
Commander, do you need a pass to get into that building, or could someone just get in off the street?
I'm unaware of how the security of that building works.
Most of our buildings after hours are card swipe, but since there was a final exam, there was probably a lot of traffic in and out of that building.
And where did it happen in the building? Did this take place inside where the exam was going on?
We're still verifying everything. So we look at everything right now as all part of the crime scene.
Well,
so
were
we're
victims
checking.
found like in a hallway, or were they in a classroom?
We're unable to share that at this time.
Commander, can you say if there have been any confirmed shots fired since the 405 shots?
There was a call that came over for shots fired in the area of Governor Street, but that was unconfirmed and unfounded.
So as far as we know, the gunman has not been seen since around the 4 o'clock hour.
That's correct. The last time that we know that he's been seen was when somebody saw him leaving the building on the Hope Street side of the building.
Is he around college age, or do you have any information?
I don't have any more information about his description.
Commander, could you repeat how the individual exited the building?
He exited the doors at the Hope Street side of the building.
Do police have any video footage of the suspect at this point?
We're working on that right now. We're working along with FBI on tracking down video from that area.
What resources are being used other than video at this point to try to locate the suspect?
Forensic evidence. We're using witness evidence, and we're looking for video mostly right now because we'd like to get an image out as quickly as we can of the suspect.
Now, it has happened been about close to 3 hours now. Are you in contact with other law enforcement? Now we're talking a large perimeter at this juncture. Who else is involved in this now?
As I said earlier, state police are involved, ATF, the FBI, Providence Police Detectives, and all the other squads that we have available to us at the Patrol Bureau, and in our specialty intelligence units and our real-time crime center will be involved as well.
Any multi-state alerts?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Has everyone vacated that building at this point?
No, not everybody. There's still a police presence in that building. That's the crime scene. We're going to be in that building for quite some time.
But the students and faculty, bystanders?
Yes, everybody that was in that building at the time has been moved.
Commander, so it's 2 deceased and 8 that are in basic critical condition at the hospital?
They're in stable condition at the hospital, Rhode Island Hospital right now.
Are they able to provide any details? Or?
That's what we're working on right now, John.
In terms of when that suspect was last seen, he was leaving the building on Hope Street. Was that an eyewitness account? Did police see him leave? Was there any interaction with police with that suspect?
No interaction with that suspect with police. That was from eyewitness account.
Chief Dan Jenny from Channel 10. I just wanted to know if there's any kind of description you can provide to anybody here right now. I know it's kind of hard, but we don't know what we're looking for, so there's a lot of people on edge. Is there anything that you can give us?
All I can give you is a male, all dressed in black at this time. We're hoping to get something very soon. An image would be the best thing for us to get out there to you guys and everybody else. So
Do you have an image of him?
that I can't confirm.
Do you have an image of him? Is he
I do not have an image of him.
And Commander, he left on foot or did he get into a vehicle?
He left on foot.
Did he go down Hope Street?
He exited the building on Hope Street. Where we went from there, we're unsure.
How do you find a suspect in a city campus? Makes it very, very challenging.
We have all available resources, and as the governor mentioned, he's in touch with governors in other areas as well. This will be an ongoing investigation. Obviously, FBI, ATF, Providence Police, Brown Police are all actively investigating this as we speak, and we will provide updates as they become available. We expect to provide regular updates throughout the evening and in the days to come. We will share information as we have it with all of you. We knew that this update was preliminary, but we also know that there's a lot of fear and anxiety and concern in our community, and so it was important to get out the details that we do have at this time. At this point, you know all the information that can be shared, and we will keep the community and members of the press corps updated as we go throughout the evening.
Has there ever been a shooting at Brown University before?
To my knowledge, no.
Commander, has Chief Perez been briefed on the incident?
Absolutely.
Where is he?
The chief is on his way here and will be at our later press availabilities.
What kind of presence?
Residents of who are living, obviously, in this area that are concerned, you're instructed to shelter in place. If they see something that they feel is suspicious, what is the best way for them to reach out? Can they send pictures? Can it reach out? Obviously, you can call police.
They should call the police. That is the best way. Social media or other forms of communication are not the appropriate venue. You should call 911 if you believe you have information that may help us with this investigation, particularly if you were a student on campus or an adult on campus that was near the area that you think you have something to contribute. Please call the police to help us with our investigation.
Mayor, is there any thought about shutting businesses down, like on Fair Street or anything like that? I know they did that at Maine after this.
At this point, we're not mandating that businesses shut, but we are asking everyone to shelter in place, and so we would hope that everyone would stay indoors until they hear otherwise from official City of Providence channels. In this day and age, we know there will be misinformation available online, and so please, when it comes to official updates with regard to the shelter in place and other updates, go to the City of Providence's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, any of our social media channels. It is clearly marked as the official City of Providence page so that you know you're getting the accurate and official update.
The shelter in place extends to what area?
The shelter in place is defined as the broader Brown community, Brown neighborhood. Everyone knows if they live near Brown, and certainly if you're on campus. Because we don't have additional information to share at this time about the location of a shooter, we cannot more specifically define it than that. This is a scary time, I know. As many folks know, I live proximate to the campus, and I'm hearing from friends and neighbors. We're encouraging people to stay inside until there are additional updates.
Can we ask Provost a
sure.
question? What is the policy at Brown University regarding firearms? Could a student legally have a firearm in the dorm?
No.
They cannot?
They cannot.
Okay.
Mayor, I'm just asking, was
Yes.
the chief coming in, was he out of state?
I don't know. He's in transit, and he's expected to be here within an hour or two, and so he will be with us at future updates this evening.
What time did police arrive at the scene after the first?
Hold on, Pat. We're going to take Nisha's question first, and Chief, this might be for you, please.
What was that?
What time did police arrive at the scene after the first 911 call?
The exact time I don't know, but it's the Barris and Holly is 184 Hope Street, and it's a very short drive from us, so I would say minutes, within minutes.
For Providence Police, when were they contacted?
Whenever we were called, we responded immediately and immediately entered that building looking for the shooter.
We'll provide a timeline later in the evening.
How often do the various law enforcement agencies prepare for situations like this? Do they do active shooter simulations, trainings, establishing perimeters? Talk a little bit about that training that goes into this multi-agency response.
Certainly.
Go ahead.
Well, certainly welcome you to as well. We just did a few months ago a joint training, Brown PD and Providence PD and Providence Fire and Rescue Task Force. It is something we certainly plan for, practice for, rehearse, but never want to see it to come to fruition like it did today. But it is something that we definitely prepare for multiple times throughout the year. And as mentioned, we just had a joint training several months ago.
Colonel?
And Kate, I would just add, I'm sorry, John, 1 second. I would just add, Kate, that the City of Providence conducted an active shooter drill, a live drill at a closed school about 18 months ago with not just police, but fire, emergency management, and the other various departments and city government that are responding. This is a sad state of our country right now where you have to plan for these things. And hopefully the community takes some comfort to know that their Providence leadership has planned for this occurrence, including very recently.
Colonel, you said that there was a final exam going on in the building. Where is the campus? Are there still most students on campus? Have some already taken their exams and gone home?
It's a little bit of both. Some students have gone home, but there, as the provost said, there's still some activity going on. Provost?
We're still in the finals period. So students who didn't have exams have left, but we're still
it was
conducting.
final exam for what class?
We're not prepared to release that information right now. There were multiple exams in the building.
Pat, hold on, Pat.
Sorry, I address this to the Colonel.
Yeah.
Does the Brown University receive threatening chatter at any time? And in what manner does Brown University Police monitor that, or is that turned over to Providence Police right away?
There's a strong partnership and collaboration between Brown University and Providence PD. Any information like that we will share, and we also share it with the Fusion Center as well. Information, warning, or anything related to today's events.
Dan, hold on a second. John, Dan?
Mayor, you live right next to the building, correct? Were you home at the time?
I was home at the time.
Did anyone come to you to you shelter in place? Can you just give what happened when you found out?
Yeah, I was at home watching the PC game and saw lights and sirens go by my house, and at which time Commander O'Hara called me with a very preliminary update, and then have been in touch, and obviously, as you point out, about a block away, very proximate through the rest of the evening. I'm sorry, John, then Dan.
If someone right now feels they may have video that's useful, someone running by their house, someone acting suspicious, who do you want them to contact?
I want them to contact the police department. Call us up. We'll send a detective out to there right away and see what kind of evidence they may have for us.
Should people check Ring cameras, businesses?
Yes, they should. If they have a Ring camera in the area of the shooting, they should be reviewing that right now and see if there's anything that looks suspicious. We'll follow up.
Dan. Follow up on that question. With that area and all the cameras in that area, you have to have something.
I don't have anything yet, Dan.
Are you looking through it, though?
Absolutely.
Okay. And the conditions of the victims, a source at the hospital says that there could be more casualties. Can you just gently tell us what we know about the conditions?
We can't speak any further about the condition. They are in critical but stable condition, and we will provide additional updates as they become available. As we have mentioned multiple times, and I will mention again because it's very important that we be honest and transparent with all of you and with parents and loved ones who are concerned about they've got students who are away at school or they have someone who works at Brown. We're not done yet. And so while we have no other victims at this time that we're aware of, it is possible. And so it's very important that we say that this is preliminary information, that we know that there is a minimum of 8 victims in the hospital at this time. But it is all subject to change, and when those changes or if those changes occur, we will be sure to share them with you.
Commander, one more question. Are you confident it's just one individual you're looking for?
That's the information we have now.
And do you want to give the phone number people should call?
272-1111 or 272-3121.
As I mentioned, we expect to be providing additional updates throughout the evening. If you're not on our press list, please see Josh. Raise your hand. Please see Josh to make sure you get on the press list. That's where we will notify folks about additional availabilities throughout the evening. As we have more information, we will share it. Thank you very much.
Will there be more press conferences there here?
We expect there will be, yes.
Yeah, so we'll be in touch with everyone and anyone. Right. Just call me when you need something, or if I hear something that I'll share it, and just continue to be support. Thank you. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I've been fully briefed on the Brown University situation, what a terrible thing it is. And all we can do right now is pray for the victims and for those that were very badly hurt, it looks like. And we'll inform you later as to what's happening, but it's a shame. It's a shame. Just pray. Thank you very much.
My IFB is like almost. My picks.
By the engineering building, we just saw FBI officials, local police go back into that building.
I would say this is the closest we can get to the engineering building, right? Yeah.
Crime scene right behind it.
Yeah. No, but I mean over there we couldn't, because it goes to both. It has a Hope Street and a there. Jessica, we're at the corner of Hope and Waterman Street, not far from Thayer Street. This is the closest we can get to the engineering building in question. I wanted to show you where it is. So I'm going to say this is the closest we can get to the engineering building, and then I'll step out.
You're still going to do 2 days for your when you come back, right?
And again, suspect is not in custody. Engineering building, right? Yeah. Checking stuff.
So now I was instructed to go right to Brown Public Safety.
So all I'm going to have you do is park right here.
go past that restaurant, or you want me right on the corner here?
Just keep going a little bit further past the rest.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a coffee on you, do you?
Go ahead, what? Ah, no, no, hey.
Lord.
Stand by.
Now this is Hope Street here. Just a block away is the Wheeler School. It's a private school, elementary school, and a high school. Further down is Moses Brown, another private school here. This is a very nice area. Brown University has their hockey rink in between both those private schools. A block away is Thayer Street. A lot of restaurants, a lot of shops. It's a very common area for people that live in Providence just to come out and just kind of be. Great spot to be, good nightlife there too. This is not a story that we've reported here in Providence. This is very rare. This is not something that we've seen locally, Jessica. Well, it was a massive response. Right now, actually, there is a helicopter that's been flying throughout this area right now. Of course, they are looking for a suspect. When we first got here, which was around 4 o'clock, this whole entire area here on Hope Street was flooded with ambulances from all over our area. I counted at least 30 right now, or back then I counted 30. Right now, many of them are gone. It's important to note, though, that when we showed up here, a lot of those ambulances weren't leaving. Of course, there was also another active scene with more ambulances down on Thayer Street, which is just a block away. Jessica? Thank you. Thank you.
I'm going to direct you to some video from Sky 5 right now overhead so you can see just how large this scene is right now. We are told that students are currently still on campus. It is final season right now, so final exams were happening in the building where this happened. Officials weren't able to say where exactly the shooting happened inside that building, but they said there were a lot of students there. Final exams were happening between 2 and 5 p.m., and there was a lot of foot traffic going in and out of that building. That building does typically have key card access after hours, but the provost of the university says that, of course, with final exams happening, there was a lot of foot traffic, so that may be how a suspect was able to gain access to the building. I was able to text with a student who's currently in a library on campus. She tells me that she has been directed by police officers to go from one of the main floors of the library to the basement where she is currently sheltering in place. Of course, there is still a shelter-in-place order happening here near Brown University. That's both the campus and some of the surrounding community. That student does tell me, though, that she is safe at this time. Officials here did say there were going to be more press conferences. They say that this one was a very preliminary one as they're gathering more details, but they, of course, want to get out all the official details that they have nailed down at this moment. So we are expecting some more press conferences to happen here later this evening. We will bring you those details both on air and online, but for now we're live in Providence, Rhode Island. Danae Bucci, WCVB News Center 5. Thank you. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Go to we can hang out on the car. Sounds good. Okay.
Another day, another gala.
Yeah, oh my god, I'm sorry. I know, this is yeah, this is are you guys still, are you guys like constantly up or?
We were, I think
Yes, yes. We've been going since like 5:30.
Yeah. Before that, 5.
I know, yeah. It's for the day.
I'm just like,
Nope. No, probably less. Probably 10 minutes.
do you want to get in front of the camera? So they...
I don't want to block the live shots. Like, if they just take my pics.
Yes.
Oh, he's a block away from us.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Got it. Thank you. Oh, beautiful. Oh, okay. You're not. Oh, you're even better. That's a kill.
Do you want to go in front? Because we're probably not live.
Okay. A little more.
Here, can I just untangle it? Okay, see this. Just in case they want you, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we moved, so like...
Yeah. I'll mention that. I'll say... It's going to be right over us.
It's right there.
I know they're probably pointing at this. Hang on, we're getting moved. Are we going to be able to? Towards the amp? They want us to go to the amp. I guess there's a concert going on still. Wait.
Wait, why do they want us to?
Courtney's gonna hit us first. I'll call.
Yeah.
Because we're in a good spot.
No, I know.
Thayer, Angel. Okay.
I need you to stay back there. Because when you come too close, you get blown up.
I'm gonna step out to one of the sides.
Okay.
Yep. Well, Patrice, I'm right now at the intersection of Thayer Street behind me and Angel Street. This is a main drag of Providence. I'll show you what's going on. You can still see we have a pretty active scene in this area at the moment, and in the distance you can see the Sciences Library for Brown University. This is a main drag of Providence, and there are restaurants on both sides of the streets. On a Saturday night, you would normally see students, you'd see Providence residents, you'd see people out and about. But at this time, we're mostly seeing first responders. Now, over the past hour or so, they've moved us around into this general area as they've roped off this crime scene. Obviously, the search continues at this moment, but we've seen several officers, some armored, some with long guns, and some with shields, we're told. Now, I spoke to some of the students who were in some of the adjacent buildings to that engineering building as they were evacuated. One of those students told me he hid under a desk for nearly 2 hours before police came in and they cleared the room. They searched him before he was able to evacuate and he was able to get out of the building. But even then, he was trying to find a safe place to go afterwards inside. But you can just see this scene here. It's still very active, and we expect it to continue to be active as this manhunt for a suspect, the person who may have done this or the people who may have done this, continues. You know, Patrice, the student I spoke who was in that adjacent building, he didn't hear any of the shots. I did speak to one person a couple hours ago, and he said that he had believed he had seen police chasing someone further down Thayer Street. This was a couple hours ago. He was trying to piece it all together. He was obviously taking in as the first responders were arriving at the moment. But nobody that I've talked to has actually said they heard the gunshots at this time. Okay, let me call them and see what they want. I'm gonna go off IFB for a second. No, I mean, I guess stay safe.
Where can I see it at?
It's going to be on the news sometime tonight or tomorrow.
Hold on real quick.
All right. First question is easy. Tell me your name spelled out.
My name is Jib Daya, Jibdaya.
All right. And just tell me what you saw today.
So I just seen a whole bunch of cops coming down here, you know. First time I got here, I was getting my matcha, you know. It's quarter zip season, but, you know, I got the Nike Tech on, which doesn't match my first time trying matcha, but, you know. Yeah, the cops were on my tail driving down Thayer Street, and I was really scared, so I pulled over, let them pass, and I was like, what's going on, you know? I was about to go home, enjoy my matcha, and then I seen that just more and more cops just started coming, so, you know, pulled over, checked it out. Unfortunately, the cops blocked me in, so I can't leave, unfortunately. I'm gonna be stuck here for a while. It's pretty cold, but it's whatever. Yeah, so just a whole bunch of cops, you know. Yeah, I seen about I seen one person getting CPR when it first started, like about 30 minutes ago. So maybe it was longer, to be honest, maybe 45 minutes ago. But yeah, someone was getting CPR. I seen a few people getting carried out on stretchers, which is really unfortunate. My prayers, seriously. Just hoping that everyone is okay, and I just hope this night,
Sure.
just ends shortly.
When did you first get confirmed for yourself that it was a shooting?
So I just seen a few brown students walking up, and I kept asking a bunch of questions. Oh, what's going on? I got a bunch of I don't knows, but some people told me that I was a school shooter, and I didn't ask no authorities, but from my thought, I thought it was a school shooter. So yeah, school shooter.
And how did you feel hearing that information?
Very disappointed, honestly, because it's just like you hear all these incidents in different states, and you just like hope it doesn't come towards you, and you're just hearing it that's coming to Rhode Island, the smallest state in the country, and it's just like I'm shell shocked because like why would this happen in the smallest state? And it's just crazy because like this is like history. It's just crazy, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Also, sidetrack. Are you a Brown student? Are you a student of any college?
I am not. I am not a student of any college.
You read your
Anyways, yeah, everyone prayers,
For sure.
Just hope everyone gets home safe. That's all.
And you got answer that guy right there. You seem real suspicious. You seem anxious.
Everyone watching, be safe out there, okay? Thank you, guys.
Actually, one more question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you see out those right now?
What is that?
Can you see out those right now?
These?
Yeah.
I can't. I'm recording right here.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize. Yeah, that's
I'm
cool.
recording. Yes, sir.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Am I gonna be on anything right now?
If you want to, it's up to you, man.
Sure. Why not? Might as well. I'm
That's
getting
what I
you.
like to hear. That's what I like to hear. I'm gonna be safe. All right.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one. All right.
Yeah, you too. There are news shoppers.
Can you not hear me? Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. Control, can you hear me? Mic check 1 2 3. Hello, hello, hello. Can anyone hear me? Mic check 1 2 3. I see him. So let's do flashlights first. Well, Jennifer and Maria, one of the things we're seeing right here is police officers with flashlights, and they continue the search that we've been noticing over the past few hours here. They got the flashlights out. There seems to be some sort of grid search going. They're looking around all of these buildings. They're looking in the bushes. They're looking in the trash. They're checking the sidewalk. They're checking the parking lots and the back alleys. They're looking for anything. They're looking for any indication that the suspect might have been there. And just to give you a sense of where we are, we're here at the intersection of Hope and Waterman. And what we heard during the press conference is that the suspect, dressed in all black, exited the building onto the Hope Street side. What you're looking at there right now, this is the building. We've seen a lot of activity around the building as well. I don't want to get into a lot of specifics because I don't want to give away anything tactical. Bear in mind, the shooter is still on the loose. What you're looking at here is we have a lot of FBI agents, federal agents, Rhode Island State Police, Providence Police, Brown University Police, in addition to mutual aid from a lot of other communities here in Rhode Island. They have all responded here, and they're all part of the search that's going on looking for the suspect. We have a lot of officers and agents with long guns. As you can see, they're on the sidewalk there. They're shining the flashlights on the building. They're looking for anything suspicious that might give an indication where the suspect went and where that suspect could be right now. Maria, Jennifer?
Grab a tripod, Aaron. Aaron, grab a tripod.
Engineering laboratory. Research agent.
Come on, guys, move!
Oh, lived there. That was a tough week. Tough.
But you did a lot of fall.
Oh yeah, we lived there.
My uncle lives like right behind me. He said he's like.
Yeah, I was there.
You were there real.
Thank you. That's right, Maria. I was texting with a student. I've been able to speak with her on the phone very briefly, so I wasn't able to record it for an interview for you guys, but she is describing some very tense moments. She told me she actually had to help barricade the room she was in. She was inside of a library on campus, and of course it is finals period right now, so that library was extremely busy when this was all happening. She said she just looked out of the window when the text message from Brown University and saw dozens of top cop cars just going down the street. And at that moment, she was unsure what was going on. Of course, when they received reports from the university, then students started realizing what was happening and they began barricading the doors. She said police did come up and escort all of those students down to the basement, which is where she currently is right now. She said that there's hundreds of students in the library right now. And of course, that's not the only building on campus that had students in it. And the building where the shooting happened actually also had students in it. The provost of the university here at the press conference that happened a couple of minutes ago said that there are still students inside of that building awaiting to be let go by police so that they can go home, gather their belongings, and go walk away from this terrible situation that just happened here on campus a couple of hours ago. Of course, we can confirm that 2 people have died in this shooting. 8 people are in critical but stable condition in the hospital right now. The suspect, as we've been mentioning all evening long is still at large here. Last we've heard is that he was in all black, but that's really the only details officials were able to give us at this press conference. They said they are asking for people to look through their Ring doorbell cameras, see if they caught anything, see if we can get a better visual of what this person looked like. All we know is that they exited the building onto Hope Street as they were walking away from the shooting. But other than that, we have no idea where this person is at the moment. A lot of tense and scary moments from what people are describing right now. And of course, we are waiting for more details. The provost of the university also told us that they are setting up a reunification site for parents and families to reunite with their loved ones who were on campus when this happened. We are awaiting those details. Those will come through the official Providence, Rhode Island channels, as well as us. We will give you those details once we receive them. So, of course, a lot is still left to be said for what happened here. A lot is still being investigated. I can tell you there are a lot of cop cars, a lot of fire trucks, just law enforcement all around this area right now. We're about 3 blocks away from campus right now, at the site where they're doing these press conferences here at a fire station in Providence, Rhode Island, and we are waiting for more details. We are expecting more press conferences to happen as the evening goes on. We're still waiting to hear when the next one will happen, but of course when that happens, we will bring it to you live both on air and online. We're live in Providence, Rhode Island. Danae Bucci, WCVB News Center 5. I can, yes. Yeah, I can tell you this student, she's gone through a lot. I've known her for quite some time now, and she said that this is really one of the scariest things she's ever had to go through in her life. She said as they were barricading the doors, she couldn't believe what was happening. And when police first arrived minutes after they had barricaded the doors, I'm not sure exactly how long, but definitely less than an hour after they barricaded the doors, they were unsure who was actually approaching them. At that point, she said, sniper through a window. So as you can imagine, when you're unsure what is going on, you have nothing but questions, and you're in a building or in a room full of people who have no idea what's going on. That's probably the last thing you want to see. Of course, it ended up being the police, and of course, those police officers were able to get those students down to a basement where they are currently still sitting and waiting to see what's happening. But she said this is one of the scariest things she's ever had to go through, and she can't wait for it to be over. She said once she's able to leave the library and go home, she's actually going to drive away from Providence. She said she just wants to get completely away from the situation. This is really a horrible way to end her semester, as I'm sure every student on campus can say right now. It is finals period, so it's already a stressful time on campus. So, you know, they're just waiting for things to wrap up, and they're hoping that the suspect gets caught tonight.
And Maria, this is a scene that we've seen play out a few times now. You see the officers with long guns here, and we see them come and go. These are obviously heavily armed, tactical officers. You see the long guns, you see the helmets. We don't know what they are assembling for, if there's something in particular that they're responding to, but this is the scene that we're seeing tonight play out time and again. Heavily armed officers with long guns patrolling the streets of Providence, Brown University. You see one there with a shield. Clearly, this is a team that is ready for entry. They are ready to break down doors if necessary. We're also seeing there's a Bearcat down the street here. This is Waterman Street you're looking at, toward the direction of Thayer Street, which is the main thoroughfare for Brown University. And we're at the intersection of Hope and Waterman. You see a Providence police cruiser going through the intersection. Here we've seen this play out time and time again as well, where you have officers coming and going in different directions. What you're looking at there, down the street, down Hope Street, that is the engineering building. That's the scene. That's where the shooting happened, and that's where we're told by officials that the suspect, the shooter dressed in all black, exited here onto the Hope Street side of this building. So police throughout the night have been searching this area time and time again, kind of a grid search. We've seen them with the flashlights. They're looking in bushes, they're looking in trash receptacles, etc. They're continuing to search, not just for evidence, but for the shooter, him or herself, because that person is still unaccounted for. This is still an active shooter situation. You see traffic here on the street. It is a city. It is Saturday night. There are some people who are out and about, but there is a shelter-in-place order from the university to try to keep people safe as much as possible. So this is still a very, very active situation. Maria, Jennifer? Okay. How you doing, John? Nice to see you. Doing well. This is Maria, our photographer.
Sorry, my hands are freezing.
Oh no, you're good.
John is a former intern. And he had, let me shut this off. He had a fun day with Gigi.
I think we did some Rainham. You were with John at
drawn. Get out of here, Aaron.
Yes, yes. Get out of here. Get far away because there's an active shooter on the loose.
And that cannot be, this is the hard thing about this story that's unfolding right now. We are mourning the loss of 2 students, but we are not able to let our guard down yet. I keep on comparing it to Lewiston, Maine, because when you think about a lot of these mass shootings, the suspect is either A, shot on the scene, or captured on the scene. It's been 4 hours. We have nobody in custody. So there's concern. Now I want to show you. I just pulled up to the press conference, and I was pulling up to the yellow tape, and all of a sudden 3 police cars come around me, and they were like, "Oh, Dan from Channel 10, whatever." So don't be walking around this neighborhood, okay? Because they're going to stop you. This is an active search. You know, put the dog out in the backyard for a little bit. Don't be walking up and down the streets here because they are actively looking for anybody who may be the shooter. Again, on the campus of Brown University, people and loved ones who've lost the 2 people, they can't even go to the university right now and mourn them. You know, usually there's like a wall of flowers. You can't do that, Yale. It's too soon.
Well, the shelter in place is going to be in place indefinitely, and I mean that could be hours, as you mentioned, but that could be into tomorrow morning for all we know. We had students as recently as half an hour ago still in Barris and Hawley.
Right, and the reason why we're here, guys, this is the Brook Street Fire Station. This is where the news conference was. Now, we don't have a scheduled news conference, and when we do, we're going to bring it to you. The mayor talked to me after, and he says, if we get any developments, we'll come back here. No developments yet. No suspect in custody. I'm just saying, with every growing hour, while they're looking through tape, and while they're talking to witnesses who may have seen things, you have to wonder, are we still hot on the trail of this suspect? Again, outside the fire station, there is police tape, there's police cars, a little bit more relaxed in this area compared to my colleague John Perrick, Mike Cerullo, and Leona Folk. But again, it is an active search. So, you know, this isn't the night to walk down to Thayer Street and get a cold one and pizza. This is the night to kind of stay in. So Patrice and Emily, I'm going to work my phones with some sources, and I'll be back with some new information when I talk to you next.
No, I'm good. Are you going home? Okay. I'm sorry I couldn't make you tacos. Okay. Because they called me when I was cooking for Noah and I was going to make yours separately. And then and I said I can leave in 45 minutes. I didn't say because I got to cook it. But they said not a problem at all. And but I actually got out a lot sooner than that. Noah was great. He cleaned up and hopefully fed the dogs. After you reunification, said gotta go. Sorry. Street, and my producer who's driving up, she said, "Hey, can you go to Hope Street?" Yep. Yeah, I was talking to Ryan. I saw him, and another guy said, "Hey, Bob, how you doing?" I'm sorry, I didn't read the 12 my name. His name was Brian. I said, "Hey, Brian, how you doing?" And is it weird? Isn't he the photographer? Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's right. And then there's a reporter. I met her. She was with Ryan. Poor Ryan was like in a sweatshirt when he came. He came from this like show that you should do that. And then Kim showed up, and she was in a. I was about to just like wait for a break and say, "Hey, Kim," she was like, "I am his daughter, but son. What am I? Father." There you go. That's pretty funny. And but then I got the call. And I said, "Sorry, I know that my crew's not going to get here until 10. So we're relying on Phil's for that because they had a presser earlier, and because I had said, look, you want me there or you want me here, because this is the live shot locations are here. It's going to just be a firehouse. So yeah, just keep me the hell out there. Yeah. So did you see my text about Chuck?